Hello there, with me, Handy Gui, for your 5 p.m. English news on TVS. Let's dive into the news. Kuching North City Commission, or DBKU, will allow Ramadan Bazaars to operate in only 3 locations under its jurisdiction. This is following the decision of Sarawak Disaster Management Committee to allow operation of the bazaars this year. Assistant Minister in the Chief Minister's Department for Islamic Affairs and DBKU, Dr. Abdul Rahman Junaidi, said the Commission will allow only half the number of stalls to operate in the bazaars compared to those held before the COVID-19 pandemic to ensure sufficient physical distancing. The bazaar at Satok will have 55 stalls, Samarak 32 stalls, and Sukmaria 68 stalls. Meanwhile, those interested to set up stalls at the bazaars can attend the registration at DBKU Auditorium on April 2nd from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. for Satok Ramadan Bazaar, 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. for Samarak Ramadan Bazaar, and from 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. for Sukmaria Ramadan Bazaar. At the same time, DBKU is open to suggestions for those who want to set up stalls at their own areas. Burdened with debt, a 31-year-old man was forced to work as a drug distributor around Kuching. Initial investigations revealed that the suspect entered from the state from Sabah on November 9th last year to work as a drug runner to pay off his 10,000 ringgit debt from a loan shark. The man was later arrested by the police when drugs worth 955,500 ringgit were found in his possession on March 24th.
Dan meletakkan atau mencampakkan dadah-dadah di satu lokasi dan mengambil gambar lokasi tersebut. Gambar lokasi tersebut dihantar pada seorang lelaki yang juga tidak dikenali melalui operasi sosial. Lelaki tersebut akan memaklumkan pada pelanggan di mana lokasi-lokasi dadah diletakkan atau dicampak.
Sarawak Police Commissioner Dato' Aidi Ismail said the man was initially spotted by the team from the Narcotics Criminal Investigation Department, or NCID, while he was trying to hide a plastic package inside a bush at Jalan Stutong around 9 a.m. The suspect then led police to an apartment at Jalan Batu Kawa where a total of 141 packets of drugs weighing at 1,850 grams were found in a polystyrene box. Further search in the house revealed another 21 packets of drugs disguised as Chinese tea with the label Guan Yin Wang inside a suitcase. The suspect, who is currently under remand until April 1st, also tested positive for ketamine. The drugs were later seized and the case is still being investigated under Section 39B of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952.
Desakan hidup bukanlah tiket atau lesen yang membolehkan kita melakukan kerja-kerja yang kita sememangnya tahu melanggar undang-undang. Ingat, sepandai-pandai tupai melompat akhirnya jatuh ke tanah jua. Laporan Nusaida bersama juru kamera Zain Hashim untuk TVS.
Now, good news, as the residents of Kampung Klid Dalat Muka can now breathe a sigh of relief when the main road project in the area is completed in October 2022. Although the project was somewhat delayed and hampered by the COVID-19 pandemic, the contractors have guaranteed its completion according to schedule. The road will be the only way to connect the residents to the outside world who previously had to rely solely on water transportation. Aside from access to the outside world, the village also has a primary school that would benefit from the completion of the main road. Beginning construction since April last year, the 11.5-kilometer long road costs around 44.4 million ringgit. Hello there and welcome back. Now, 68% of Malaysians want to get the COVID-19 vaccine jab based on statistics of the National Disaster Management Agency, or NADMA. This was said by Minister in the Prime Minister's Department for Special Functions, Dr. Sri Muhammad Redzwan Muhammad Yusuf. According to NADMA statistics, only 16% of the people in the country are still unsure whether to receive COVID-19 vaccine shots or not. He also added the people should not worry about COVID-19 vaccine use in the National COVID-19 Immunization Program, as they have been approved by the National Pharmaceutical Regulatory Agency (NPRA). Now, the number of new registered companies surpassed the number of company closures last year despite the COVID-19 pandemic. This signifies entrepreneurs' ability to keep up with the trend and new norm, as well as technology adaptation. Minister of Entrepreneur Development and Cooperatives, Dato Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar, citing statistics from the Companies Commission of Malaysia, said a total of 437,769 new companies were registered in 2020. This includes 131,139 new online companies compared to 78,420 companies that had closed. He said his ministry would provide an end-to-end solution for entrepreneurs from the informal and micro categories right up to those who were in the high-tech, high-capital categories. This is one of its efforts to help establish a conducive ecosystem for entrepreneurship in Malaysia to thrive. MEDAC's goal to produce 100 millionaires a year from a pool of homegrown entrepreneurs is also not just lip service. Now, despite concerns of a slower economic growth in the early part of 2021, Malaysia's broader economic outlook is expected to continue recovering. This was implied by the improvement in the leading index recently, according to MIDF Amanah Investment Bank Berhad Research. Based on data released by the Department of Statistics Malaysia or DOSM on Wednesday, the country's leading index rose at a faster rate of 8.2% year-on-year in January 2021 from 7.6% YOY in December 2020. This indicates that Malaysia's near-term economic prospects remain upbeat. The research house said the easing of movement control restrictions, ongoing COVID-19 vaccinations, as well as the additional fiscal stimulus also boosted expectations for further recovery in the economy. Now, wrapping up the 5 p.m. news, the Magistrates Court has issued an arrest warrant against founder of Sugarbook application Chan Yu Boon after he failed to appear for court-mentioned and document submission on Friday, March 26th. Magistrate Sabrina Bakar Bahari issued the arrest warrant following a request by Deputy Public Prosecutor Alif Asnaf Anwar Shahruddin. Alif Asnaf Anwar said the accused lawyer and bailer were also not present for document management. In addition, the court has fixed May 15th for the accused to state the reasons for his absence as well as for the mention of the arrest warrant. On February 24th, the accused was charged with publishing statements conducive to public mischief on social media on February 10th. The offence was committed at about 10 a.m. by using a website to publish a post entitled Top 10 Sugar Baby Universities in Malaysia. He was charged under Section 505(b) of the Penal Code, which provides a maximum jail term of 2 years or a fine, or both if convicted. The court then set bail at 10,000 ringgit with a local surety and fixed March 26 for mention. And that concludes the 5 p.m. English news on TVS. As usual, don't forget to tune in for the Nightline at 11:30 p.m. with Cheryl Shaminato. With that, I'm Handy Gui and have a pleasant day.